Okay, so this is my fourth video in LWC. So in this video, we are going to discuss about what is the wire method and what is imperative method. So this is my component. In this, we are showing two example of wire and imperative method. So before we are going to discuss about why we are using the wire method in our LWC and which case we are using the imperative method in our LWC. So both methods are used to fetching the data from Salesforce to LWC in different scenario. So first I'm discuss about wire method. So wire method is used to our component like it is called automatically, no need for user interaction if you are using wire method in your LWC. So whenever first time your LWC is loaded in your UI side, so wire is automatically called and fetch the data. The second thing is wire method reactive property. If you are using in wire method, so whenever your property or value will be changed, so wire will be called automatically. And third things, wire, if you are using the wire, so first time your wire will be called, so you store the data into a cache memory. So second time you search same data, so wire no need to call for Apex side to cache data, but it's check the data is available on cache memory, so it is easy to fetch and display the data. So this is the use for wire. The second is the imperative method. So imperative method is similar for wire, but in this case, imperative method need to user interaction. Like you, if you are pressing event button, like user press submit button or some search button to fetch the data from Salesforce to LWC. So the most important part is imperative method needs user interaction or user any action perform that method will be called. So let's see how it works. So this is my LWC part. Here is my LWC name is wire and imperative method example. So what I did, so first I have create one class name is example. Inside we have create one app method, which method I return the accounts record according to pass the name of the search key. Means whatever name is matching to your account name, only those account this method will be written. So if you are press A1, so A1 related all account will be written, or if you pass the office keyword inside any account name, so it will be written. So I will be uh, show it. So first JS side, first I am importing the method here. Name is get account by the name. In here I am creating one variable name is search key. Now we are using first I am showing the only for wire code. Then after I am so explain the imperative method code. So first I am discuss about the wire. So only focus on my mouse cursor. So first I am creating the search key variable. First I am importing this line, my methods. Here next we are create one search key variable, and here I am creating two variable. First is array and second is array variable. This is the list type and second is only. Both we are created track, so it is the reactive property. Now going further, here I'm just not explain here. I will be explain later. So first I'm use the fire method here, add fire keyword. Here I'm use the get account method tag, and here I'm passing the parameter in this method. So if you are write the code from wire, so you can pass the parameter like this. And also keep it mind, if you are passing any keys to the parameter for wire, so you need to write the dollar sign before the key and use double quote to pass the parameter. Then you are write the method name which will be return the value. So I write the name wire accounts, and here result will be written. So in this result I am store in this result two data. First is data and second is error. In some case your method will be crash, so error data will be show the proper message why your method will be not working. So this is the two parameter I will be separated in this result, and here I'm check out, okay, if data is something, data have some value, so check it, and then data is restored into the account object, and error object we are assigned to undefined. Then write one debug in some case error, so we are checking here if error, so error of error variable assigned to error, and account we are assign undefined, and also we debug it. So this is my wire method. So when it is called, when I load the LWC first time, so this method is automatically called and assign the account value. And now I'm going to the HTML part. So here is my HTML. So what I did first, use one input, lightning input. Inside I am passed the search key which I created here, and then we are create one method, handle change name, inside whatever I write in input, so it is assigned to my search key variable. So this is my input variable, and here I'm skipping the imperative method code now, and I'm here display the account, check if account have some value. So here I'm write down the loop account, writing the for each loop, and one by one account is assigned to the ACC variable, and then print name and industry. And in some case account have no record and error have so I am checking also with some error, so it will be so the error object. So in error object have some body parameter inside the message, so you can easily display whatever problem or whatever error is through in your component. So what mistake you make it, you can easily find out. So now this is my LWC. So first I'm refreshing the component, so let's check wire is called or not. So I'm refreshing, so you can see it, our wire will be successfully called and fetch the data. So first time our key value is empty, so empty will be passed here, and then this method will be returning all the account, and here you can see it, I have 5 account in my org. I show it account, and here you can see it, I have 5 accounts, so all 5 accounts we can fetch name and industry value here. Now second thing in wire, because we are passing the key, so if you are any changes you are here, right, on change method will be called. Suppose we are write any name A to Z, so the on change will be called, and here change in our key, so key is passing by our wire, so in this case no need to call the wire manually, but the key is a reactive property, so it is automatically call the wire and fetching the data. So this is the most important thing, because wire is, if you are passing the reactive property in wire parameter, so wire is automatically called. Let's check. Suppose we are write the Mehsana, MEHSANA, you can see it, our wire is called 2 times and fetching according to my search key value, and return the only single record which is matched by my account name. So you can see this is the use case. This is important in wire. If you are removing, then you can see it, all record will automatically fetch. And if you write any other name which is not matched to my account name, like XYZ, so you can see no account I fetch. So this is the important for wire. And now second thing is, okay, why we are writing this connected callback and this. So first I'm comment this line, and now I'll save it and check. In some case, because if you are dealing with wire, so wire are handling the data which are available on a cache only first time it is called. Right now I have a small demo to show you, so you cannot be easily understand, but in your in your actual requirement, so at a time lots of users are working in your component in your org. So in this case some user, because right now I have fetched the data this one account. This is my first time I'm replacing. I will show it what is problem happen if you are dealing with wire. So first time wire is called, so this all data is stored into the cache memory first time, and now some user are go to manually and change the value into the database. Okay, and here you can see our wire will be display the oldest value, not a new. When you are search it, so it is show the new value, but if you are remove, so it is display the oldest value from the account and our office D. But in our database side, is these I will change the name of the account, but it is not a fetch new value. So in this case, you have to use replace apex is available library in our LWC. So what I did first, I have a fetch the result into my wire account result variable. So first time our wire will be loaded, so all account instance will be stored into my wire account, and then we are using the connected callback. So in this connected callback, I am use focus method to check window anywhere listener focus. So in your case, your focus will be changed, suppose here to here, and in this case, some person are changing the value. Let's see it. Your the backend side something change happen like remove the account or changing the name or anything happen in your backend side or server side. So it is automatically, because all the account are associated to wire account result. So in this case, our wire account result is checked using replace apex method. So it is any changes happen, so it is here to call the replace apex. Replace apex, here I will be check replace apex will be checked using account record ID to check this account record extend if any changes happen. So in this case any changes will be happen, so automatically replace apex called and show the new data. So here is the example for replace apex. So now we are calling on focus time, we are called the replace apex. So let's check it. It is not calling automatically, but we are using window window focus to call the replace apex and check every time any changes happen in our database side. So it is fetching the new data. So right now our account of name is Ahmedabad office, and now we are going to change. First time deploy it. Yeah, it is deployed, and now we are replacing. And now after replace, I will be change the name of the office ABC. Okay, and here you can see we are catching only Ahmedabad office name, and you can see it. Now we have changed the name, and here you can see it. When I have focused my component, so it is automatically called the wire and fetch the data, because here whenever I focus, so first time our component is loaded, our wire will be called and load the whole account value into wire account results. Then focus time this event will be called and replace apex automatically called here, and it is checked any changes will happen in those accounts. So yes, it is first account name will be changed, so it automatically fetch the newest data using this replace apex and replace apex to call the wire method. So you can see it here. Wire method will be called here, and then store our debug will be displayed. So this is the importance for replace apex when you are handling the dynamically any changes in your database automatically replace your apex. Your component or wire will be called and fetch the newest data. So this is the important for replace apex. And now what is the difference between imperative method? So here I am using the imperative method also with the same method used in apex side. So first we are using the one IMP search key variable, and here I am created one lightning input and one created a button. So whenever I search, so handle name input change input method will be stored whatever I is added into my input will be stored into my search key in search key variable. Then we are pressing the button. So in button press here this is my and get account data method. When I press the button here, so get account method is here. So in this case I'm pressing the get account data method. So get account data method here you can see it. We are calling the apex manually using the button click. So in button click this get account method get account by the name method, which is this one. This one is also be used in wire, but now we are calling manually with user interaction. Now here you can call them manually. In this case, first you have to write the method name, and inside you can pass the parameter like this. First, whatever name in your param attribute name you can pass in J side parameter name here. It is the key name like this. You can pass the object key name is whatever pass in your apex argument. The second thing is pass the value which I passed value is imp search variable, and here this is the calling the apex manually, and then this method is return the promise. So that's why we are handling then and catch. But this is also the difference for wire and method, because wire no need to return the promise, so you can easily handle it. But if you are calling the manually in apex, so apex method, so this is the return promise. So you can two way to handle. First is try catch, second is promising then catch. So now we are use the then catch. So then if result is returned, so you can store in account, and also the error method is undefined and display here. Now any error in your component, so you store the error of variable and account is null empty and display the error. So this is the way you can call the imperative method. And now check it how it's work. So in first time we are load the LWC. So this is the way you can use. So first time our all account data is displayed. Now we are use Baroda, but now we are write the Baroda. So the Baroda is stored into my NP search key, but not fetch the data because we are not calling the method imperative right now. But when I press the submit button, this code will be run, and I press the button so you can see it. Our imperative method will be called, and get account method call after let's call the apex and pass the Baroda name. So according to Baroda name to search the account which available. So only one account is available, same name as Baroda. So this account is written here in my imperative method, and this account we are stored into account object. So this is the display here in HTML side. Also we debug here. So in this case you can call the imperative method in your LWC. In some case you need to button click to fetch the data and button click to update, create and delete the record. So this is the important to use the imperative method in LWC. And in some case you need to first time your LWC will be called to fetch the data, so you go to use the wire method. So this is the two method in LWC, very important. So I will be show the example and use case how you can use the imperative and wire method. So thank you for watching my video.